And we are recording. Yes, excellent. Hi, Tamara. Good to see you again.
Yeah, nice to be here.
That's excellent. How's your day been so far?
It's been pretty good, actually.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's been a nice day. Had a coffee.
That's good. Well, I know you've got 3 kids at school, is that right?
Yes.
Yes. How did you go with dropping them off this morning and all of that?
This morning was kind of good. I guess
Yeah.
I dropped them off and they were happy. I went, had a coffee, which was nice.
It's really nice, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. So you're feeling relaxed as you come into the session, are you?
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
That's really good. Well, how did you go this week with? We talked about mindfulness last week and about your values and about the direction you want to take with your life. How did you go this past week?
Oh, you know, up and down. I guess. I mean, at first I just kind of tried to park the car before picking up the kids, and kind of just sat and thought how stupid this feels. But you know, I was like, try, and you know, so I, you know, breathed and thought about, you know, breathing and stuff like that. And I don't know. Actually, once I started doing it more, and like I practiced a couple times, and like I said, at first it didn't do anything, but then I realized how much emotion I had going on.
Yeah.
I didn't realize how. I mean, I knew things were big, but I didn't realize how much I was just, you know, work, kids, move on, move on, move on.
Yeah.
And while I was feeling overwhelmed, I didn't realize how much stuff I've been still carrying about all this, you know, all this past stuff with my husband and all this stuff, and you know, thinking about my dad. I mean, just everything, just
Yeah.
and that was horrible.
Yeah.
That really felt horrible. And
Yeah.
and you know, one day it was like an extra half hour that I was late because I was just kind of sitting in the car going. But actually it was kind of good because, well, no, it wasn't good. But I guess it was nice to feel that, to I don't know, to just kind of know it was there,
Yeah.
instead of, yeah, I mean, it's hard to explain. It felt good to, it didn't feel good, it felt horrible, but I guess to acknowledge that a lot's gone on. Like, this is big, and it's not just a little thing. It's, you know, it felt okay that I wasn't coping.
Yeah.
For a little bit. You know,
Yeah.
it felt like, you know what, actually, lots of stuff here. I'm actually feeling, you know, it's okay that I'm not feeling okay right now.
Yes.
Is kind of how I felt. And that felt, you know, good and horrible. Yeah. Yes, that was interesting.
That was great that you could be present in that moment, and I guess that's one thing we encourage in counselling is being aware of not just what's coming in the past, what's happening in the future, but being aware of how you're feeling and what's going on in that moment, and aware of yourself and what you're experiencing, even though it's uncomfortable, which is really good that you're able to sit in that and be aware of that rather than have it pushed aside. And how did that affect you when you then went, you know, how did that uncomfortable feeling, how did all those emotions affect you when you went and picked up the kids after? did you sit in those, or did they influence you, or were you able to then move on from them?
Well, that day it wasn't. It wasn't really that. It wasn't really good. But other times, like before, I don't know. I found it hard to distance myself.
Yeah.
Really, but trying not to, like, just being still and breathing and stuff, that I guess after a while, like not the first couple times, but after a while, I guess it helped me not to be at a 10 of being wound up when I picked them up, and that was good, because then they weren't responding to my stress so much. It didn't fix things, but that was worthwhile, and it felt good to have something to do instead of just kind of chilling. So that was
You used the word last week, overwhelmed, that you felt overwhelmed. Is that still a good description of how you feel, overwhelmed?
Yes, I'm in some ways. Yes, I still feel overwhelmed, but I guess I feel not so hopeless, like not so powerless, like not like before. I just had, I don't know where to go, I don't know what to do. But at least this time I'm like, actually, since I felt like actually a lot's going on right now, a lot has gone on. In a way, even though I don't know what to do still, it felt okay to be overwhelmed. And so that felt better in a weird way.
No, that makes perfect sense.
You
just described it really well. So what would you describe as the problems that are in your life at the moment? You said I'm feeling overwhelmed. What other things, what other issues would you say are stopping you from kind of travelling to where you want to be for you, with family going the direction you want to go?
I don't know how to be, like, it's hard to know how to discipline the boys when they're acting up, and dad's not around, kind of thing. I'm finding it hard to be mom and dad in that role, and I'm finding it hard. There's nobody to take the pressure off. So when it's my bad day, it's only my bad day, and there's no one to hand off to. Not that there ever really was, but there's still, there's no, I mean, he used to do all the disciplining and all that stuff, and so they're used to coming and crying to me, but they also know, they know what's going on and things like that, but it's hard. I mean, I know they're acting up because of life being a bit nuts right now, but I don't know what to do with them. Sometimes I don't know how, and I don't know how to deal with them when they're, I mean, there's normal stuff that I can't do either, like laundry and cooking and, with the work thing, but I think the biggest thing is they feel hurt and stressed, and from school and from what's going on, and whenever they see their dad, and to be able to do all this stuff and deal with that to help them while I'm still dealing with stuff is hard.
So if you were to give it a name, a person, personify it, what would you call it? That overwhelmed is good. That overwhelmed feeling. What else would you describe? What name would you give? What description would you give? So what's the strongest one out of those two? Overwhelmed and hurt.
It's hurt.
Yeah. So when hurt gets involved in your life, when hurt comes along, what does hurt do? How does hurt influence how you think and how you act and how the course of your day goes?
It's just remembering all those, that replay of voice in your head. If you can't do this, you're not worth it. You're not coping. Of course you can't cope. You'll never cope. You can't handle this. You can't be on your own. You can't, it's that, and it feels really defeating. And then I see the boys hurt, and I just, it's a lot of pain. And I don't know how to fix it. I don't know how to. And that's when I feel overwhelmed. When I don't know how to fix it. When I don't know how to juggle everything enough to make everything okay. Yeah.
So when hurt comes along and whispers that to you, I can't cope, I can't be on my own, I can't do this. What do you then do? Like, how does that influence how you act?
Crumple.
So if hurt didn't get involved, if hurt couldn't get in the room at the time, and you were talking with your boys, what would your life look like in that moment, in that time, if hurt didn't whisper those things?
I guess I would feel better. I'd feel like I could help them more, I guess. Just because I wouldn't be useless at the moment. I'd have something to offer them if I wasn't so swirly in myself. Yeah. I guess I'm coming to counseling because if I can feel okay, and I can figure out what I can do, then I can give them something, because if I can help what's going on here, then I can, I'll have something to help them.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I want that. I want to help them too, because, it's a lot. Yeah.
So if hurt wasn't able to speak to you, you'd be able to, feel like you had more to offer, like you could help them, you could be there for them without all that. What's the word you use? Swirly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be nice.
And so what thoughts would you like to be coming into your head? What would you like to be hearing yourself say?
I guess that I can do it.
Yeah.
That, look, I made the right decision, and we're going to be okay. And I can do it. We can do it. And we got this.
And do you think that that lines up with your values, with how you value your boys, and your having enough to get by and being you?
Yeah. It's appropriate.
Yeah.
We can move on. Be our own family.
And are there parts in your life at the moment you think, apart from the hurt, how it comes in and interferes, are there other areas that are stopping you from moving towards the direction you want to go in?
I was always lousy at keeping house. And I still am, despite the fact that I clean houses for the work. It's my own joke.
Yeah.
Like, oh gosh. I can clean a house, it's not my own.
See, I always find someone else's dishes a lot easier.
Yeah, it's true. You know, I have a theory. The houses I clean, they're already clean, so it's not really a problem. The company won't take them if they're messed, actually lived in like my own house.
Yeah.
You know, a cleaner wouldn't come and clean my house. So yeah. Sorry, I forgot the question.
The question was, what other things might be holding you back from going the direction you want? And you brought up the state of your house, or how you keep it.
Yeah, I guess organizationally organizational things are pretty scattered. I can do it, it's not all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that, I mean, I should meal plan better, and I should have a better system, but I just don't. I put them in place and then I don't. Yeah.
So does that actually interfere with how you value your boys and how you care for your boys?
No, I mean, no, because I always put them first. So I mean, and that's probably what a house is like it is, because we go out and we enjoy our family time, you know, but that doesn't actually clean the house.
Because it's interesting that you say that you should clean your house, you should meal plan, but from what you said, it doesn't actually interfere with your core value of valuing your boys and your family.
I mean, it's not great because it makes things more hectic at home, like you know, school mornings are just mad, and that's why I should have these things in place so that we can have a little bit more, you know, less manic of a morning. Would be good. Yeah. I don't know. I'm not very consistent. Spurts, and then I don't.
Yeah. And what stops you from doing that consistently?
I guess I just second guess myself. Just get a boss. I get pumped up, do it,
Yeah.
plan away, and then life gets hard. I just scrap it. Let's all go out to the park. And then, you know, I've scrapped it, so now there's twice the dishes to do, or twice the amount, and then I go, oh, can't really do that right now. So I'll get enough dishes for us to eat our next meal and then leave the extra stuff, and so it just keeps piling up until it's too much, and then I stay up all night, get it back after that, but then I'm really tired, but then I don't get all gung-ho again, and repeat. It's tiring. It's not really nice.
So what is it that's getting involved there, that's stopping you from, you know, we've used hurt, it gets in and whispers and discourages you and makes it difficult for you to interact with the boys. What is it that's getting involved in that and disrupting you from being able to clean and stay motivated? Because you said you were motivated and gung-ho, but then that slips away. What is it that interferes with that?
Don't want to do it.
Yeah.
I'd rather play with the boys in the park.
Yeah.
I'd rather, just seems. You clean people's houses during the week. You don't really want to clean anymore.
Yeah.
It just seems pointless when you have 3 small boys.
Yeah.
It's never ending.
Well, I have a 2-year-old, so I'm aware of the whole clean a floor, and then 5 minutes later, it's messy again.
Exactly. That's right. Yeah. I guess it just feels really defeating.
Yeah.
When you clean a house, you leave, it's clean. It's a nice feeling and a good thing.
Yeah.
Whereas a house, it's never a good thing. It's never clean. You never get that completed feeling. It's just cycling. That's tiring. Just clean a space and turn around and it's all gone. Yeah.
So would you say that that the pointlessness of it, is that what kind of steps in and interferes?
Yeah, you could say that.
So what does the pointlessness do? What is it? You said sometimes you gung-ho, so sometimes pointlessness isn't there, but sometimes you're not so gung-ho. So what does it do to stop you from being motivated to achieve what you want to achieve?
I guess it just sucks my energy out. When I'm gung-ho, it's like, hey, we're not going to get botulism. I'm going to clean. Health and safety are not coming to my house. And then, when we've dodged that bullet, it's like, oh, I'm done. No more energy.
So it takes your energy.
Yeah.
Okay. And how does it take your energy?
I just don't want to put more energy into it.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'd rather play with the boys. It's better for us. It's more fun.
And it sounds like playing with the boys, that's part of your value, is spending time with your kids. But it sounds like if this is a concern, is that influencing, your kids? Do you feel like that having your house in order should be a priority as well?
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't help when they can't find their socks and everybody's stressed and yelling and getting crazy. It doesn't help things at all. Especially, with all that's going on, it's not the best solution.
So it's not a top priority, but it's something that interacts with with that overwhelming and that hurt feeling, and it just makes things a lot more difficult. So.
Yes. Yeah.
next time you do feel that pointlessness come in and try and interfere, what could you do? What could you say to block that, to get rid of it so it's not influencing?
I don't know. Usually it takes, like, when things are actually, you know, mold might be growing somewhere. We really need to clean this to motivate me. Otherwise I'm, just leave it. I guess I could remember. Look, mornings will be easier. Just a little more organized. That would be good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That would help fight homelessness.
Will that take away from your time with your kids and the way you value them?
I guess I could stay up.
It wasn't me saying it is. It's me asking you. Do you feel, because I'm not at your house, I don't. You know, do you feel that, you know, putting that pointlessness aside and stopping it from talking and actually being able to do the bit of organising you feel is necessary in that time, would that take away? Would you feel that would take away from your kids?
You have to a little bit. I mean, I just can't be everywhere. I can't stay up more. I can't. We have to cut some of it.
Yeah.
We have to find a different way. So yeah, I mean, we have to actually be in the house when we clean it.
Yeah. The reason I'm asking is because if your value is your kids and you feel something is going to take away from that, you're not going to do it. So maybe even defining a little bit more what is valuing my kids, what is it, you know, what is it to be, you know, their mother, and might help you to then, you know, honing that value, defining it a little bit there might help you to go, does this fit in with my value, with me valuing my kids, or does it not? Because then you can make that call. Yes, otherwise that pointlessness is going to get in and it's going to use that route to say, oh, no, don't do it. So just defining that a little bit might help you go, okay, is doing the washing, I'm just using an example here, so that I know where the socks are tomorrow morning and the uniforms are tomorrow morning. Is that worth doing that now? Is that going to help them? Or is it not? Because if it is going to help them, I'll do it because it's part of my value.
Yeah.
But if it's not, then I'm not going to do it because it's just not. It's not where I'm heading. It's not the direction I'm trying to take them.
Yeah. It will be worth it. It will be worth it. So that would help. That would help to just feel like I can do that load of dishes because I don't want to stay up all night to attack the kitchen because there's actual mold growing somewhere.
Yeah.
That would be nice. Then I'm knocked out for the next day.
Well, look, we're coming to the end of our session now. But I think maybe that's good that we've talked about that pointlessness and the overwhelming feeling interrupting you. And sometimes that helps when you personify an issue a little bit, because it gives you a bit of distance. You can look at what it's doing to you. Give yourself a little bit of space from it. You can look at it and go, what are you up to there? and it can help you sort of separate yourself from that thing. Are you alright for next week? Is this an alright time for next week?
Yeah.